Hello, hello, hello. Let's turn the clock.
Hello. Turns the dial.
Shit. And let's pay attention this one time.
Turns the dial.
Welcome to Pop Nerdom.
Yes, to the house that the nerd built.
This be your boy Six.
The boy Hanz.
And major thing happened this weekend. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Major thing happened last weekend. As far as you know. Avengers Endgame ended all of the games. He broke all of the fucking records.
Broke all of
them. He made records and then broke him.
And it's for real.
And then the whole world stopped. And there you go. Motherfucking Avengers.
Spoilers.
Oh shit. If you haven't seen that movie, get the fuck out of here. Come back in 2 years when you've seen. No, don't come back in 2 years. Go watch it. Come back, please.
Come back. And like and share and subscribe.
Yes, please. How you feel about it? Should we leave that for the last? No, let's say that. Let's hit it. How you feel about it?
I loved it. Felt like it was a great send off. I felt like it was a great cherry on top. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10 because nothing's ever perfect, you know what I mean? But that's as close as you're going to get. It had it was as a complete movie as you can get, yo. Honestly.
You think so?
Yeah.
There is no way. I'll disagree only to the point. If you went to see that movie without seeing every other movie before it, actually, if you only see the last two movies,
Infinity
War and Endgame back to back, you still be lost like a motherfucker.
Oh no! But what I meant by complete was emotions.
I feel. Look, listen.
Like it did everything. I was entertained. I laughed. I was worried. I cried.
If you start chronologically from Captain America and you end with this movie, you have a gigantic fucking story that makes all of the sense in the world. I'm not gonna look at it like I'm not gonna critique it from the critical side. I'm gonna just personal critique. I loved it, like you said. It closed all of the loops and he made it fucking beautiful. He made it beautiful. I got choked up a lot. There were a lot of tears coming from me.
There was silence.
There was a lot. There was a lot. I saw it with an amazing crowd. Every time the portals opened up, there was clapping. Every time somebody did something awesome, there was clapping. So every time somebody showed up out of nowhere, there was clapping, and they'd be like, "Yow!" And it was great.
Yo, when Tony Stark died, and I don't want to jump forward, but I just to show you how it was tugging emotions, I looked to the right, and my girl, the girl sitting next to my girl, and the girl sitting next to was sitting next to my girl. Next to me is a girl. Her boyfriend, another girl. I can't see past that. Everybody crying. Bro. Literally everybody in my visible eyesight crying. Holy shit.
When that happened, I legitimately made a mental note because it was so quiet in the movie theater.
You could hear a fart.
Bro, it was like legit, like, wow, these people were so into it. But let's start at the top and go with and personally, I will give it a 9. Well, maybe I give it an 8 out of 10. But because I have two problems that are too big for me to ignore. But let's start from the top. And I'm going to tell you, at the top is one of my biggest problems. Not at the very top. Tony Stark talking and being rescued by Captain Marvel, awesome as fuck. I think that he did great use of her. Even though I still have major problems with Brie Larson, but
man, listen.
But
you know how I feel,
huh?
You know how I feel.
Yeah. So we already talked about that. You go back listen to the episode where we reviewed Captain Marvel, but I liked her in this movie because she was minimally used, and all she did was come kick ass and go. Tony Stark coming back and being a dick to Captain America, uncalled for, because he never called him. I think that Tony Stark put all of his personal blame on Captain America.
Yeah, of course.
And Captain America was man enough to be like, yo, be a bitch. It's all good, motherfucker. You wanna figure this shit out later? I'll punch you the fuck out.
Not even that. It was like, Tony was like, yo, I fucked up. But in this mess, I had a daughter and I was able to find something good.
No, but I don't mean...
So that's why he was like...
No, but I don't mean then. I mean at the very, very, very beginning, before he had a daughter. In the very, very, very beginning that he gets back into Earth. And he's talking to Captain America. He puts all of this blame on Captain America, completely unfair. And I think...
you weren't there.
Yeah, like that whole shit, I was like very much like, you're a dick, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yo, think about that shit. Bro, we weren't even talking.
Yo.
Duh, wasn't there, bro. You were hunting me. Why would I be there?
Not even that. He had the cell phone, right? So he said, like, yo, you ever need me, here's a cell phone. Here's Tony Stark in Infinity War.
Maybe.
I got a call, but I'll be right back. So who calls? Who was the one that called? After he already left the atmosphere, he was gone. Bruce Banner. So don't even fucking give me your fucking, you say you were going to be there. I would have been there had you fucking called, bitch. I was there to rescue the Vision. I was there here fighting the war. Why you fucking judging me? You don't even know what I was doing. And man, fuck you, motherfucker. And man, let's go outside, motherfucker.
I like the sauce.
But, yes. As the show, the biggest problem that I have, that's not one of the problems that I have. I just feel uncomfortable with that. But I understood it's a very emotional place. I believe Captain America can carry the guilt way better than Tony Stark. So Tony Stark gave it to Captain America. And I think that was traits of both of those characters that were played out perfectly.
Because in a way, this is the second time a world has ended for Captain America.
How do you mean?
Because think about it, when he was frozen for 50 years, you know what I'm saying? So the world he knew was, you know what I'm saying? Like, gone.
Yeah.
Everybody he outlived, for the most part. Bro, if I don't see you for 50 years, bro, you're not the same person.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't see me for 2 weeks, I'm not the same
person. For real. Transforming. Metamorphosis.
I don't have a problem with how that scene went, and I want to make sure, because I said at the very beginning I had a problem. That wasn't it. I feel like that was well played emotionally for how the characters are. What I have a bigger problem with is essentially the world gets saved because of Ant-Man. And essentially we only get fucking Ant-Man because a rat happens to walk on controls. MVP. The rat. That rat saved the universe.
The universe.
No one.
All of them. The universe is disease.
It should be super rat. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
No. Ese is Don Rat.
Bats Manuel. I don't know who it is, but he's the biggest superhero of the Marvel Universe, and I have a giant problem with that. Somebody mentioned to me, too, that a good friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name because he's on TV. I don't want to say nothing, and then he gets in trouble. But, because I curse too much. But, my friend said, I didn't like that Tony Stark is like, his words were, time traveling, stupid. I can't do that. I just did it.
He's a genius.
I know, and I didn't mind that much, but he did bring something up that I was like, I mean, I didn't care about that, but he said, wouldn't it have been nice if they find the truck, they bring Ant-Man out, or even if the Ant-Man came out, however, and then Ant-Man is like, well, we got Dr. Pym's notes. Here's all of his notes. And then he's like, oh, I understand his notes. He's a scientist. Because he's the one man that's been doing everything about the quantum realm. So instead of being Tony Stark, being like, I'm so smart, I don't even need to study the shit. I got it. It would have been nice.
A more humbling
to have him come out and be like, all right, let's get the information, because The problem is not that he did it; it's that he did it like in one night. Time traveling, forget about it. I got it.
Now, for the people that said that they didn't like it and shit like that, I'm like, oh, the movie. I was like, the whole entire trip was all of the movies. Like, you had to go with it. If you were expecting... I was like, yo, how can you put 10 years in a movie?
Right.
Like, yo...
It was good to refresh it, but I will say, personally, I felt... this movie never dragged. It was 3 hours of magic. Never dragged.
Yo, it was...
The problem that I had is when I look back, when the movie was over and I was looking back in my brain... You know, like when you record and you stop, and then the brain, like your computer, like zzz, it processes what it recorded. When I was doing that about the movie, I felt like a whole week had passed because it's so much story. And I understand why it's so much story. It has to be because it's very heavy. But I can understand the complaint about that middle ground, that middle part where it's like all the time traveling. I can understand it. Yeah, like I don't have a problem with it. But I wish that would have been another movie. Legit, that was 2 movies, dude, in one sitting. But it never bothered me. It never felt long. It never felt long.
It didn't drag. And honestly, like, and then I don't know. I feel like seeing this one, it was like discovering the piece and then putting Infinity Wars in front of it, and then it's like, ooh, yeah. And then when you think about all of it, it's just like, like it's just. I told my boy because he was very upset, and I was like, bro, it was about the journey, not the destination.
Absolutely,
and that shit's so real.
Absolutely,
that shit's so real.
Yeah,
bro. All of this shit led to this, bro.
I forgot to mention Hawkeye. In the beginning of the movie,
oh my god, it was awesome.
Losing his family was the first. That was the first that I was like, oh boy, I'm not crying. So fucking huge, very strong.
I loved it.
It really gives you purpose for that character to be like, this is why he became Ronin. There's no other reason,
bro. I was like, yes, finally, he's not filler.
Right, like this motherfucker out there taking names, taking all the names, all of them. He just like, yo, what's your name? Took it. What's your name again?
Booked it.
Took it. Yeah, Ronin was amazing. Everybody was amazing. Did it bother you that Black Widow died instead of him?
Yeah, because she has a movie.
Well, it bothered me to some degree, except she's the one that's supposed to die there. Think about it. He's doing all of this to bring his
family back, and then he don't get. Yeah, no, of course,
no questions, no questions.
But she has a movie coming out, so I'm not confused.
Nah, I don't know how that's gonna work out, and I don't know. I'm sure everything that's not where it's supposed to be has a lot to do with either Loki disappearing with the Tesseract in where he shouldn't have.
Sneakily. Yo, it's like, honestly, that was like como un error, or it wasn't, and it was. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like a...
That's the one part that they didn't calculate. Maybe. They didn't calculate for. And they put it together. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because the Tesseract, then they went further back and picked it up. I don't know. Something happened there, and he broke the equilibrium. And they weren't thinking on it. So, who knows? But I did not mind her dying because I feel like he was doing everything for his family. And he had a lot of shame for doing it. But that's your reasoning, and now you're going to have to, go and deal with that shit.
I love the poeticness. I love how it started with it ended with who it started.
Yeah. Yeah. That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I am inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Iron Man. Bitch. And then Melisandre disappeared.
For real. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Love Dr. Hulk. Really pissed off about the arm.
Yo, you really called it last week, bro.
I said it.
You called it.
I said it, yo.
Dr. Hulk.
Dr. Hulk. Yo. Hopefully they could heal it, because if Dr. Hulk is only smart and...
No. He's that's gonna heal. Don't worry about that.
Okay, good, because I needs that. I don't need strong hand Hulk. I need
whole Hulk.
Yes. You know what I mean?
I need all of Hulk. I unfortunately this I don't know why I'm being so negative, but unfortunately I'm gonna bring up the other problem that I have, and let me see how you feel about it. Captain America goes back to return the stones. He stays in the past and gets a life, basically. Mm-hmm. My biggest problem with that is I don't think Captain America will stay out of the way. That's not who he is. When he was skinny and scrawny, he didn't stay out of the way. I can do this all day.
And what I see, I asked you about that because I was confused. That's actually what I didn't like. I had two things I didn't like. Confused about the Cap. I felt like that was a very Disney goodbye. I feel like they couldn't kill two people, so they had to do away with him some way.
Technically kill the second guy, right?
He doesn't age normally, right?
No.
Okay, right? So he was frozen for 50 years, so he necessarily didn't age. You know what I mean? Because he was frozen, right? Right. So he went back to
the 70s. Now remember, he didn't go back to the 40s.
No,
he went back to the 70s.
Exactly.
To put back the stones.
Exactly.
And he stayed there. Mm-hmm. 67 or 70 something, whatever it was.
But that's what I'm saying. It's 50 years, right?
So
he doesn't age like normal people. So that's why I asked you. I was like, yo, did he not take the serum or something? Because look at him.
No, I feel that regardless, he went back. So he's still in his 90s there. Because he went back, like, figure in real time, he's in his 40s. And he goes back and lives 50 years. So now he's in his 90s. He looks like he's in his 67. No, not his 60s. But he looks like he's in his 70s, right? When he comes back. When he's like, oh, here's the shield. I don't think he looks as old.
It's just because he doesn't age as fast, though. So, you're 50. He has to age like 200 to get. You understand what I'm saying?
I think so, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. I feel like he didn't look as old as he was.
I feel like that was just what I wanted to get to. That part was that's Disney. I feel like that was Disney.
That was Disney-fied?
Yeah, that was Disney-fied. I feel like they couldn't kill two of them too much. You know what I mean? So they were like, we're gonna kill this one, and this one's just, we're gonna hint at this death.
Right, like there's a
the
sense,
dog ran away.
Right, there's a sense of there's a sense that he's done. He's never coming back. So there you go. I'm not necessarily so bothered about that. I'm more bothered about the idea that he never said it. That he doesn't go to the past. That he goes to the past and doesn't tell anybody that S.H.I.E.L.D. is infiltrated with Hydra. That he doesn't tell anybody, hey, Thanos is coming. Maybe you should destroy the Tesseract.
Ultron.
hey, Tony Stark is Tony Stark's fault. Everything. Ultron opening that portal, bringing everybody through in his tower. All of it is his fault. Pokey Loki stick.
Maybe he stops Justin Bieber too.
Yo, there's a Canadian Antichrist coming. Let's get him. Let's get him now while we can. I don't know. I have to tell you, I have to tell you, listen to me. I'm such an asshole sometimes. I really think that I have a problem with the idea that Steve Rogers, who you've shown me from the first movie, is a fucking not only a goody two shoes,
but a good guy.
But he is the upfront guy. He is the Grey Worm of this world. Mm-hmm. He's on the front every time. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck if he's gonna die. He only gives a fuck that he's in it. And hold on. And what is the point of having him in the past? What is the point of having him through the Cuban Missile Crisis? Through,
Not use them.
but not even, but him staying out of it. I don't believe it. Unless he becomes like a secret agent for Shield and then clears out. But no, like none of it makes sense. I will buy that he has done everything he was going to do as far as saving the world. Like I've saved the world too many times. I'm good. I'm gonna go get a life. I get that to some degree, but I firmly believe him and Peggy Carter. I don't think Peggy Carter will sit on her ass and be like,
Well, because she is amazing too.
yo, she's an upfronter too. Like Peggy Carter be on the shit all the time. So that's my biggest problem was how they handled Captain America. He should have died. He should have died fighting Thanos.
Yes.
He should have died. He should have died. Better than that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry you didn't get a life, Cap. That's your character. Yes.
That's how
You should have fucked her.
Put on the suit,
you should have fucked her granddaughter.
you put on the suit though. It's okay.
Yeah, you should have fucked her granddaughter because she was giving it to you.
Yo, I could not stand the pandering shot that they did with all the women characters.
Why?
I hate when they do anything and it looks like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because you know what? If it would have been all black characters, it would have been a thing. And then and I feel like just because there's like this new like an awakening, I feel like you don't have to do that. Those characters are dope enough that you don't have to show them. They get in a main scene. Just show them whipping ass, dude. Just show them whipping ass.
I will tell you how I feel. I will tell you about how I feel about that. I think it's easy for us to discard it as men because we've had 100 years of movies where there's only 3, 4, 5 movies where women are badasses. I think it's important, and I know this is very PC sounding, but I really, really, really feel this way. I think it's important for the little girl watching Avengers Endgame to have her own female Avengers. And I thought that was badass. Now, where I do have a problem with it is that they lasted too much time showing them assembling and not enough time showing them kicking ass.
That's what I'm saying. Give me that little camera time.
I would have been happier with them just being like
3 and 3.
Same line. No, not even. Same lines. Go get him. You're gonna be alone. Whatever. You have this. You're alone, and have Pepper Potts be like she's not alone, and have him fucking march forward and then widen the shot, and you see that it's all the girls. I would have been, and then the 30 seconds that you show me them standing next to each other,
Aquaman shots. That's what I call them.
Instead of giving me those 30 seconds of that, give me those same 30 seconds on the back end of them whooping ass.
Because they're amazing characters.
Yes.
They're amazing
so
characters.
I understand.
That for the sucky character.
No, I understand your feeling of pandering. I understand what you're saying. But I also feel like, and unfortunately, I mean, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but I think, honestly, that women don't have that. Women don't have a history of that. So that's how, name me one other movie in the history of movies that you've seen personally where you had a shot like that, where there's only girls standing up being like, we kicking ass together. Name me one. I'll wait.
Not together.
I'll wait.
I was thinking Kill Bill, then I was thinking about the elf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I'll save you the time. There's not one.
No, not even in Jessica Jones.
There is not one. There's not one. So you need, at some point, we've been pandered to for 5 million years. Men. Every story has a man that's a kicking ass man. Every story has women that when they're kicking ass are behind a man. We've been pandered to so much that we're men. We are completely don't give a shit about pandering in general. Having one pandering shot in this movie where you have just that image to give to not only little girls too, but that's not true. Every fucking woman that had to suffer through men looking at their ass and saying something inappropriate, which we've all done. We've all done, all of us, you and I, we've done that.
Yes.
For every woman that's and girl and old woman and growing woman and teenage girl, for all of them, that shot, absolutely, they need it. I just wanted, even have the whole setup shot. Give me an extra minute of them kicking. All I wanted to see is more kicking ass.
That's what I wanted to say, because it's like, oh, you just have them standing there.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I mean, and you know what the problem is? The problem that I'm having with it is that it's like, yo, you in the middle of a war. What y'all waiting for?
And not even and that, and also too, yo, these are characters that are dope as fuck.
Yeah,
they're dope as hell. Like, you know them to whip ass. Mm-hmm. It's not a surprise. Oh shit, they're fighting, like Sam in Game of Thrones. Oh shit, Sam, you're fighting. You surprised by that? No. These characters whip ass.
No,
this is what they
legit. Do. Yeah.
I want them on my team.
Yes.
Y'all keep the men.
I'm good with this.
Them.
Yeah.
I'm good with them. You know what I mean? That's what the only thing that bothered me. Like, it wasn't that. It was just like, I wanted to see more of them whipping ass, because I was looking forward to them. I wanted them.
And I understand. Yes, there is the sense of like, yo, shit is happening. Stop posing. Get to fighting. But there, once again, there is not one movie in the history of movies that I can think of, and there may be one somewhere out there. But I don't. But I don't know it where you had a pandering shot. You know. The fighting at the end of the movie, the last hour of this movie was fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. That's when I'm going to start watching it. You know what I'm saying? When I get on DVD, I'm going to watch it complete 2, 3, 4 times, and then I'm going to get to the point where I'm like, it was something good. Hold on. Let me just put the last half of Avengers and just fucking lean back and be like, yep.
This is amazing.
Yep.
This is amazing.
It's just fucking fantastic, dude.
It was a great weekend. Yo, not for
It was a great weekend, dude.
What a time to be alive.
What a time. And having had so many... By the way, we haven't talked about my favorite character in this whole movie. Who was your favorite character in this whole movie?
Okay. If I have to... Thor. Damn it! I didn't want to go with Thor, but that's who. That's who had me the whole entire way. Like that's whose journey I was.
Fat Thor.
Yeah, Fat Thor is the shit. Bring back Fat Thor. Yo, we need a shirt. Bring back Fat Thor. Pop Nerdom store. Coming soon.
Fat Thor, the shit.
And I didn't want to, because I know it's gonna be like typical, but I thoroughly enjoy. Like you saw right now, for like 4 seconds, I legit tried to not to say Thor, and I was like, I can't. Man.
Fat Thor was the shit. Oh. Not only was he funny, but the feels when he sees his mom.
Oh my god!
Which made me fucking. Yo. That's the one part where I was crying like a little girl. Between that, I'm sorry, that's sexist. I was crying like me when I was 9. That part and the one where Tony Stark's talking to his daughter, I was melting, dude. I Love You 3000 made me fucking. I was just like, I can't handle this shit. I can't do it.
I was the only thing I didn't like about that movie, which is not really a thing I didn't like, is that I wasn't home. So I could really cry like I wanted to cry. That's the only... I had to hold back my... It's the only thing. Like, yo, man, I wanted to cry. Yo, I can't wait to watch that shit at home.
I lost all of my what's it called? My filters with that. When I was flying back from Japan, I'm tired as fuck. I want to go to sleep. And I said, let me put on a movie so I can go to sleep too, right? And I put on Left Paw. You know that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal? He's a boxer.
Oh yes, yes.
The wife gets killed.
Yes.
This was legit the sounds I was making trying not to cry while watching that movie, which made me cry so much that I bought it. All right. So when I'm like emotionally charged, I'm like, let me watch sounds. This is the exact sounds I was making trying not to cry.
People probably like,
People like, what the fuck? The lady behind me, because I saw her, look like, yeah, reach over, was like, is he okay?
she did.
And my face was all wet, and she was like, he just, what you watching, son? I don't want to watch that.
I watched, the last time I cried like that was watching this damn puppy documentary my girl was watching. And I was avoiding it.
Don't watch puppies.
Avoiding it. Like, she had it on the whole day. She watched the whole 8 episodes in a goddamn day. And episode 6, by mistake, I caught wind. And, bro.
Why you watching puppies, bro?
My girl, man. But then,
better.
end games hit me just... when I tell you, bro, everybody in my immediate... just crying. Coming down, bro.
I really love... I
left something there, bro.
Yeah,
I left something there.
I really love... That's what a movie's supposed to make you do, bro. I really love the exchange between Doctor Strange and Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
When he gave him the one... Like, I tried this 15 million times. This is the one. Go.
And then you see how dope the one was? I gotta watch... We have to watch that movie. We have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
We have to watch that movie.
Yeah. We do a commentary.
Yes.
We do just audio commentary and just have people at home watch it. So we'll put it right here. Hit play, don't even record nothing, and watch it.
Just watch it.
And do some commentary so we can fucking cry with it.
Oh, man. Yes. I'm with that.
I'm with that.
I have to watch... Damn, that's how you know that's a good movie.
When you want to cry with another man.
Word. And you want to watch it again. And again. And again. It was just good. And I'm not caught up in fandom, bro. I'm not.
I believe you. I believe you. It's just good.
It was good, man.
It was good.
Like you said, 3 hours went by and I'm telling you, I be going to sleep. I get tired and things like, nah, man. I left that shit and I just left like, wow. I left like I saw something for the first time.
That's the way it's supposed to make you feel, bro. I think also, very importantly, that I watched
Infinity War
on my way there because I
watched it the night before.
Yeah, I took public transportation, so I just put it on, watched it. It took me like 7 hours to get into New York, so I was like, whatever. It didn't, but it was a long time. Mm-hmm. And I watched it right up. Like I finished watching it in the theater while like before the preview started. I was just watching it, finishing up. And as one continuous movie, probably that's why it felt so big for me, because I watched it like entirely through. But I don't think so, because I mean, with the first one I was stopping a lot. Like I was walking, so I had to stop and walk and shit like that. But it also I don't know, dude. I thought as a giant story, it's fucking fantastic. Having them come up with it's so crazy, dude. They come up and they're at the top of their game. And they meet this one motherfucker that destroys all of their dreams and hopes. And he's like, oh, yeah, bitches think you're bad. Hold this for me. And then having that, and then having them come back from the ashes, and be like, well, literally.
Like a phoenix.
It was very interesting seeing how good the acting was from everybody in this movie. Having the point of no return in their hearts, and then not allowing themselves to have hope. One of the best lines in the whole movie is to Hawkeye or running, going, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't give me hope. Mm-hmm. That's one of the moments I got the most choked up, because I was like, oh my God, if my family died and you came over and you were like, yo, there's a way, I would be like, don't talk
unless
to me.
You're yo.
Yeah, don't even unless, bro. Don't fucking talk to me. I don't want to hear it. And for him to be like, don't do that, bro. Everybody's acting was on motherfucking point.
Love Nebula.
Nebula was fucking badass.
Love Nebula from the future and from the past.
From the past, yeah. Badass.
It was good, yo. It was.
Yeah.
It felt well balanced, yo. Like I wish there was more Groot, but he was dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me being selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, I just like Groot. You know what I mean? But it was really, really good. And yo, I don't know. Maybe this is just me, my conspiracy, like looking into it too much. But I feel like that walkthrough, that last walkthrough at the end, I feel like that's the order for Phase 2. Some way, somehow, that is kind of, sort of the.
So
you
they
know
let
why?
a kid. So they let a kid's the next Iron Man for a little while.
It's just not literally, but new faces though. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's more new than a kid? And I'm not saying that kid, but I'm saying symbolically new faces. You know what I mean? And remember how they were saying that Guardians of the Galaxy got pushed back? Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy are one of the last ones to be shown in that little walkthrough.
Right.
I don't know, I want to see it again, you know what I mean? But that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, are they showing us a little timeline? Are they showing us a little timeline? I don't know why I took it like that, but it was just something in the sequence of the characters and the way they showed them. It was like, I was like, I started just putting things together, and I was like, I don't know. That could be like the little Phase 2, like a little rough outline for Phase 2. You know what I mean? Not exact, but you know what I mean? But like a little rough one.
Well, let me ask you. Well, let's see. Well,
and remember, the Disney app is also going to be part of MCU.
Yeah.
Remember.
So don't forget.
Remember. That's what really got me thinking. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of little stories here.
Yeah.
Little different groups. I love the idea of maybe Guardian of the Galaxy and motherfucking Thor.
It's lovely. I mean, I don't know that they're gonna. That was very smart because they're not gonna make another Thor movie.
No. I don't. They should. He should be. You know how the Wu-Tang is purple tape. You know what I mean? Featuring though. Bang. That's how it should be. Guardians of the Galaxy featuring Thor and maybe Dr. Hulk. No, I think like he probably deserves his own. But you understand what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe Dr. Hulk now deserves a movie. I don't know that the Hulk works in a movie. But another friend of mine from work, Jenny Prater, shout out, said to me, I wish they would have shown me how Hulk got to be Dr. Hulk. I didn't care. I just knew that.
I understood it.
But you and I read the comic books and we understand.
Yeah.
So,
but I filled in information that wasn't there.
Right, like I filled in all the info on my own.
Yeah.
When she separated him, not Doctor Strange, when the Sorcerer Supreme, excuse me, took out Bruce Banner from the Hulk body. I was like,
oh, Red
Hulk. Somebody, one corner. Somebody coming up. Ooh, 2 Hulks at once. 3 Hulks running loose.
I thought the same thing. I said, what you do? What did you do? You must not be that wise. You must not be that wise.
Oh, shit. I was very much looking forward to Grey Hulk and Green Hulk going at fucking Thanos together, but didn't happen. But I do know, I do think that Hulk movie now might be a little bit more viable because now he talks. I just think that the aspect of Hulk is a little weird to sell as a movie.
Yeah, because he smash.
Right, and like even the TV show from the 70s was super cool because it's mostly David Bruce Banner. Mostly. For most of that show. And in the last 10 minutes, Lou Ferrigno show up. Yeah, this is okay.
Well,
but having all of these setups for the next phase, interesting because you still have to bring in Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to bring in the X-Men. You still have to bring in Namor. Something else. There is a whole exchange when they have, after they go, like the first time they go, 5 years have passed, and Natasha is like the Black Widow is kind of shielded by herself, and she's talking to everybody, and she's talking to what's her name from Walking Dead. What's her name in that, you know, from what's her name? She's like the bodyguard for Black Panther.
Michonne. Yes.
Right. So
yes.
so when she's talking to her, she says, "What about this earthquake in the bottom of the sea?"
She's like, "Oh, we're not supposed to fight."
It's not supposed to happen. It's an earthquake under the sea. You leave it alone. I think that's Namor. And I think the Fantastic Four are not going to come out for Doctor Doom. They're going to come out for Namor. And I think they're planting little seeds already to be like, we're going to mention something that was only available for Sony. Here, a little Namor for your ass.
That might be one of them app things.
Nah, that the Fantastic Four?
No.
Just Namor?
Yes.
Nah, Namor gonna come out. Namor's like a huge bad guy that became a good guy. Like he was like legit big deal.
See, now if they do it like that with Fantastic Four, great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is awesome because you're getting 2-for-1 special.
Right.
You're getting 2 origins, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're also getting a badass. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And Namor is a big deal, dude.
Double.
And, when Timely Comics was starting to do superheroes, the first superheroes that they did were the Human Torch, not the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four, the one that was the robot, and Namor, the Submariner. So if you resetting the time and you're gonna start from scratch like Marvel actually started, because you just got back all of your property and you starting from zero like Marvel actually started, that's gonna be beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Like the second phase technically should have been the first phase, but we started in the middle, like Star Wars.
Exactly.
Like Star Wars. It's all good. It goes. It's
all good, baby.
10 years of amazing storytelling, and I can do just fine with what we have. And then resetting from scratch from the 0 point.
Yes, me too. I'm good with that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this book.
Yes.
You don't need to add nothing more to it. I'm happy. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, don't touch it. Honestly,
don't even write your name. No, I'm good.
I'm good. Honestly, for real.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Somebody hire this man.
You know what I mean? I probably, yes, please hire me. If you're gonna pay me, I don't need millions.
Word.
I just need
Simple people.
big 100,000s.
99.
No, I don't need to get to a million, because once you become a millionaire, you're
it don't ever reach. It always stays at the 9s.
Yeah, man. I not even, but I take 300,000. I give you some ideas, 300,000. I keep it fresh.
You do what you want with those.
Yes. Anyways, so since we're doing a massively long show, you have more stuff to point out? What else you had?
Oh no! That was basically my list.
That's it.
Yeah, that was basically my list.
All right, so let me go down the list I had for you here, because we can't finish this up. We'll make it quick. Like we already went over the half an hour, so we're going. Cowboy Bebop live action cast.
I like the cast, everyone except for Spikey.
Spike
because
should not be
Harold from Harold and Kumar.
50.
He should not be Harold from Harold and Kumar.
He's too recognizable of a face.
Way too recognizable as a goofball.
Yeah, he doesn't have the body shape.
He tried the Green Hornet. It wasn't it.
When did he try that?
What was it? Wasn't he in like a superhero thing or something like that? I know he tried something like that. It wasn't it, man. Like, and shout outs to you for trying to reach and diversify your portfolio and stuff like that. But you should not have taken.
I don't think he should be Spike. No. I think he's the worst taken.
I'm about to show you who I think it should be.
You know who I was thinking? You can look it up.
Shit died.
Oh shit. Died. I was thinking the guy that was gonna be Iron Fist in the Iron Fist show. You saw Iron Fist show.
The Asian, he's in the crazy Asians, Crazy Rich Asians.
What?
Was he in Crazy Rich Asians?
I don't know. I didn't see that movie, but I know that he's the guy that when Iron Fist finds the warehouse, there's a guy that he fights that's leaning on the floor, and he's like, and you can tell that this motherfucker can't fight, but he's fighting loose because the actor playing Iron Fist can't fight for shit. That guy could have been a much better Spike.
Look up Crazy Rich Asians right fast.
All right, let's see.
He's like the super handsome dude, but it's just the way he acts is like how Spike is.
Like too cool for school.
Yes, yo, like just too cool for himself.
Look him up because I didn't see the movie, so I know what you're talking about. And no, it's not that I didn't see the movie because I'm racist. It's that I didn't see the movie because I'm sexist. Because he looks like I'm kidding. This guy's Asian?
Yep.
He looks white. Oh no, that's a. Oh, I see him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would be great. Has a nice body. He's tall. He lanky. You know what I'm saying? He got swag. He like.
Yeah, I'm looking at all these pictures of him. He looks good. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I just damn it, and I like Harold. I don't know that's his real name.
That is not his real
William.
name.
No, what's his name?
Did you just call him Harold?
No, yeah. Oh, yeah, from Harold and Kumar. He always been Harold. He upgraded from being the kid that yells MILF American Pie. That's who he was.
To being Harold.
To being Harold, bro. What you mean? Harold, he's a staple. That's a cult classic. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Harold and Kumar is legit. Harold and Kumar is legit.
That's a classic. That's no play on him. Like, no shade at him at all.
Goddamn, I can't find... Oh, I think this is the guy. James Chan. I think that's him. He is the guy that played... I think so, but I am talking out of my ass because I haven't seen Iron Fist since it came out, and I forgot it as soon as I saw it because it was
horrible.
He hurt my brain.
Yes,
but I do know that guy.
Got the Iron Fist and forgot.
Yeah, man. I have a bit of a problem also with the girl playing Faye.
Really, they kind of look alike.
Faye. Look, I don't want to be a purist. I haven't seen the show. And I hate being those guys. But I always said from the get-go, don't touch Cowboy Bebop unless you're going to do it right. And they already fucked up.
Yeah, they got Harold.
Michael, is that his name? Michael something?
Michael Chan or something like that.
Something like that.
Cho or some shit like that.
I have a problem with her because Faye's supposed to be Chinese.
She is,
but Chinese descendants.
I'd give it to her because no.
Nah, they put a Latina in there, and it's like I don't need a Latino in there. I'm fucking Dominican. I'm down with not having a Latin person in there. But and you know what? Faye is an incredible badass. Listen, this entire ship is 2 men, a woman, and a young girl and a dog. Yep. Everybody's being represented. Fucking get off it. And Crazy Ed is basically Middle Eastern. That's what she looks like in the cartoon. And that's the only one that they don't have. The one that should have been probably the Hispanic because you can get away with it.
Yes, with it being other because she was the other.
Right. And Spike could have been a white person. I'm not hating on that. I wanted him to be Asian. I wanted him to be Asian, but he could have been a white person because you can't really tell the way they draw him. He kind of looks, and he knows how to martial arts, but he kind of looks like
he plays that line.
Right.
But that's why I feel like that dude that I showed you would be okay.
Yes, I think that they fucked up, dude, and I'm
No, not
so
Harold.
I'm
I don't wanna
I'm
laugh.
disappointed. I'm disappointed, and especially because if Spike is gonna kick and look like he's steady, I'm not down with it, dude.
Because that's the thing, that Cowboy Bebop was funny, but it was funny after whooping ass that it bring you back to, like, remember, this is a cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, remember?
It's almost like Dragon Ball to some degree, like Dragon Ball Z. Not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is actually legit funny, but Dragon Ball Z had moments every once in a while where somebody gets hit in the middle of like a major fight. They're like,
yes,
you know,
just
like
in case.
right?
Remember, this is a cartoon.
It's a cartoon, right? But
No.
I'm not happy, dude. I'm not happy. I didn't like it. It's all right. I have to wait and watch it before I make any judgment. It's my prejudgment kicking up.
That was that. But the only thing that I was like, sheesh, if they got Harold, I'm like, they must be investing some good money into this, because Harold, I don't think he come cheap.
No, he don't.
So that was the only thing.
Can he martial arts?
I don't. That's another thing, bro. You're gonna. That's
Netflix.
Does he martial arts?
Listen, I was listening.
Damn. I hate when you drop questions like that.
I was listening to last week's episode as I was cutting it, and you said something that I didn't hear. I didn't react to when you said, but you said Netflix doesn't disappoint; they just surprise. That's what you said.
Yeah. Yes.
But then I remember One Note. That's a disappointment. Bright was a disappointment. And Iron Fist was a disappointment. So sometimes it's just in the great scheme of things, they're 90 and 10. Maybe more like 95 and 5.
And not even. I meant to say it like, it's like, even if it was bad, it was Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Okay.
One thing though, the standard is being switched, because 2019 is actually the year, 2018 is actually the year that streaming has actually passed cable. So now streaming, putting things to streaming is actually the main thing. So
that is the
they
standard.
might not be able to get away with shit like that anymore. You know what I mean?
Streaming became the standard
exactly.
in 2018.
Because before, like I did, that's what I meant by that. Like, it's a Netflix movie. Like, what were you expecting? It wasn't like, that's why I say they're only surprises, because like if it's even a slightly better than what you thought it was gonna be, like, oh shit.
Right, but you should be expecting 1.
Yes.
If you're getting a 2, it's a little bit above a 1,
exactly.
Right? But you should be expecting a 1. So there you go.
That's how I go into all Netflix movies.
Right.
No,
well, not anymore. Not anymore. No, you can't. You can't, because
right.
they're doing shit with this, a lot of money.
Big things.
Yeah, man.
Big things. Levels to the shit, and they leveling up. You're right.
Speaking of streaming,
and especially if, wait, not to cut you off, you're raising my motherfucking prices.
Yeah, fuck
so
you.
The shit better be good.
Yeah, fuck.
When it was $7.99, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't care. It was $7.99, like whatever. It was okay. Now this shit like $14. You heard? This shit better be good.
And they did say that they heightened the prices because they're looking to produce better shit. Oh. And you're gonna tell me that and then put Harold as fucking Spike? Speaking of streaming.
Speaking of spikes,
Ghost Rider live action going to Hulu.
Yo, I didn't. Now, is that a show?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
I've heard many times that because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of dropped off for me somewhere in the second season. I was like, too much. I don't care. It's boring. But they said the fourth season with.
I heard the third and the fourth season.
So he picks up with the third, and the fourth season is Ghost Rider, and I think it's the same very exact guy. Actually, I know it's the same exact guy. So if they did so well with that, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. You know what I'm
saying? I actually got to watch Shields. Been told by a lot of people. Agent Shield's real good after season 1, and like a half of season 2.
I think after season 2 was super interesting. Spoilers. After if you haven't seen Captain America 3 or 2, It is when Hydra that you find out that Hydra is Shield. In that one, there is a sense of it's better than the first one, you know, but it was never great. But I heard season 3 and 4 are great. Is it still going on, Shield?
Not sure. Not sure.
I don't even know. And to finish,
Ooh.
Speaking of disappointments,
that's a disappointment.
Speaking of failures, speaking of why the fuck, speaking of who fucking okayed this, Sonic.
Whose
trailer.
man's is this?
Sonic trailer, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I didn't even know I didn't know Jim Carrey was Dr. Robotnik. Did not know
it didn't matter. It looked like shit. This is Dragon Ball Z territory. This is Dragon Ball Evolution, which is what it was called. This is Dragon Ball Evolution territory. It is shit.
This is bright, in your face, looks nice, but
shit.
Yo, I can't. And okay, I didn't know who Dr. Robotnik was. Like, honestly, I didn't. The mustache wasn't big enough. It wasn't grand enough. Like, and then
but I can understand that because it's real person.
No, but okay, it's real person, right?
Right.
But do you see the missile scene? Like, don't do coyote scenes.
Well,
like Wile E. Coyote scenes. If you're not gonna give me some kind of Wile E. Coyote atmosphere, like, yo, Dr. Robotnik is exaggerated.
Yeah, they're not matching. They're not.
Brother,
I think they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Basically,
yeah, yo, they're caught in a horrible in between, bro. Ugh, that was nasty. That was bad. Like, I saw what y'all was trying to do, but no, thank you.
That looks so horrible.
It's like when I don't know if any of your nieces and nephews ever gave you a gift, it was a shitty ass gift, and you're like, I got no use for this, but thank you. You know what I mean? But I have no use for this.
No. I won't agree with you because with my niece and my nephew, they never did. They never have, honestly. But had they done that, I would probably have an emotional attachment to the gift. This is trash. This is trash. This looks like trash. This sounds like trash. This smells like trash. This tastes like trash.
I didn't know what they were doing.
I know what they were doing. They're trying to get your money.
Not mine. Or my ACMC stub. Weekly use.
Holla. Speaking of, we're going to go see Avengers this weekend.
I want to.
All right, let's do it together. We hold hands and cry.
I want to.
Yeah.
I need to.
Let's do it. Let's try to go like Saturday. So let's do that after the show. Speaking of after the show, I think Avengers gets a 9 from me.
Give it a 9.
I give it honestly an 8, but it's averaging 8.5. It's good average.
That's a good average.
Great movie, fucking amazing. Everything after that has been a spiral down into shit for this podcast.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Please
watch it. I'm because we already, this was a spoiler-filled episode. You watched it. Watch it again.
Yes.
Watch it again.
And feel again.
Feel in love.
Feel, baby, feel.
Anyways, see ya.
Yes.
We don't want to be ya.
Oh, yeah.
Love you. Bye.
That's the end of the video. And bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.